That's why Brandon don't jump in the party very often.
I'm sorry. This a family feud, man. This nigga even going at it for at least a decade now. No lie. No lie. At least a decade. Fuck that nigga. He ain't. That is crazy though, E, because I talk all that shit to Beezy. That nigga finna get all kinds of fucking. I ain't finna say shit either. I'm about to shut up and act like I ain't never said nothing. All?
Oh shit, I got put in that.
Game start already? Oh shit.
Hello everyone, I'm Larry Ridley and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of running backs who are hoping for plenty of touches come their way. It's the Chiefs going up against the Raiders.
Charles is not starting.
The fans are bundled up. It's a cold one at Arrowhead Stadium as we send you out to Kansas City to hook up with our commentators, Jim Nantz and Phil Simms.
Raiders, Chiefs on EA Sports. A very cold day here in January as we get set for today's matchup.
Hello, friends. Jim Nantz along with Phil Simms. Do we have a little upset special coming your way today? One team's unbeaten.
Well, when you're undefeated going into Week 10, you got to look out because, you know, your players think they're indestructible. They can't make mistakes, but we know they can. And when you're undefeated, you are always going to get the best from your opponent. So look out today here, Jim. This is going to be tough.
The Chiefs ready to get this action started. The Raiders are back deep, ready to return the kickoff.
And then you cheating with that nigga.
And with that kick, these two rivals are ready to go. No return here as he takes a knee in the end zone.
Ronaldo back get you.
Carves a player to watch today. Having thrown an interception last week, he'll attempt to have a turnover-free game today. First down at the 20. Murray's got it on the handoff. And now let's take a look at the Raiders offense, starting with the offensive line. A line that has cleared the way for the second best rushing attack in the NFL.
Second down and 5.
Murray's handed the football. Tackled down at the 28-yard line. 3rd and 2 here after the run. And a flag is down. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
Offside. Defense.
Defense was trying to guess the snap count, and it cost them there. The Chiefs' defense now is going to go nickel. Out of the gun. Carnes on the move. Intercepted. He's brought down. Smith's marching onto the field now. He finished up last week with a quarterback rating of about 80. What a place to start for the offense. The Raiders come out in a dime package. First down at the 40. Down the field. Jumps high and comes down with it. How about how high he went up in the air to get that one?
unbelievable job that time. And again, that's part of every offense now in the NFL. It wasn't like that when I played. We didn't have guys that could go up and make catches like that.
There's a flag right there.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Players from both sides making an appeal, but the officials saw it on the defense.
That's what my strike is.
You see the linebackers moving? What they're trying to do is confuse the quarterback.
And now we'll look at the Chiefs' offense. They have been a third down juggernaut this year, converting at an unusually high rate. Second and goal from the 4. Going to be a tackle for a loss.
Jim, it's third and goal. This is a big spot here early in today's game. Now the defense, if they can stop the offense here, boy, that will be a big lift.
The Raiders defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. Third and goal from the 7. And intercepted. What a rough way to get this game started, getting picked off so early.
Oh, it is a rough way because all these coaches talk about they overdo it. Oh, don't make a mistake out there. That's all they talk about. Every once in a while, talk about making a play because that's what this league is about.
And history is made right there as he breaks the single-game rushing record. A special moment, Phil, as the single-season rushing record has now been reset.
Oh, man, what a special moment is right. How exciting for the running back to set a record like this for the team and the organization. Think about his mom and dad and his wife and kids, everybody. Man, what a great moment. Enjoy it.
A special moment, Phil, as the single-season rushing record has now been reset.
Oh, man, what a special moment is right. How exciting for the running back to set a record like this for the team and the organization. Think about his mom and dad and his wife and kids, everybody. Man, what a great moment. Enjoy it. When you see this cover 2 defense as a quarterback, you got to know where to throw the football. That time he did not make a good decision. You got to throw it sometimes deep down the middle. The safeties are not there. They're outside. He did not take advantage of that coverage that time.
That's his first reception today.
Well, if you guard the tight end close, sometimes that doesn't matter. They're so big and they got long arms, they can still make the catch. Quarterbacks give them a chance, they get it done.
The Raiders snap it at the 41. Flag is down.
Holding offense.
The defense accepts the penalty. The Raiders snap it at the 31. But the hit knocks the ball out.
That's interesting. As you watch the receiver trying to make that catch, he knew the defender was close, so he didn't put all of his heart into it. The defender made a nice hit and knocks the football out to the ground.
Carrs standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Incomplete, almost going in the other direction.
You got to be smart on the defensive side now here, third and long. Be a little careful. Maybe give up a short pass or a short run. And if they throw it short, make sure you come up and make the tackle. They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
King is back now. He'll be punting.
He was way off. That was a bit outside.
And that gains a few. The Raiders defense buckled down the last time and got the takeaway on the interception.
Yeah, give the players some credit, but also give the coaching staff a lot of credit. They were calling aggressive defenses, and when you keep being aggressive on the defensive side, sooner or later, you're going to get that turnover.
Barron's there to make the tackle. And now, here's the Raiders defense. Stacks up. They're relentless when it comes to getting to the quarterback this season. Doing a great job all year, racking up hurries and sacks. 2nd down and 6. Alex Smith looking long. The ball is jarred out of his hands.
These receivers in the NFL, they are so good now. Anytime you see a drop pass, it's almost always one reason. They took their eyes off the football before it got there.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs snap it at the 36. Kelsey's got it on a pass that had some heat. That's his first reception today.
I look at all these great tight ends in the NFL now. It makes me think of the NBA. These are power forwards who said to heck with that. They want to be pass catchers, and they're good at it.
Let's see how they back up the big play here. Scans the field. Has it. Touchdown. That's a big way to get the momentum in your favor with that touchdown, Phil.
Yeah, nothing like it. Midway through the first quarter, you're on top of the other team, and you just feel like, hey, we got things under control, and you're putting pressure on the opposition to go out there and try to make something happen.
Smith certainly given his team some momentum with that scoring drive. He just put together a possession where he threw for more than 60 yards. Stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. The Raiders didn't get much out of that last drive, so now here they come again on offense. I'm sure they're going to be a little bit more of an urgency to the offense this time.
Well, I'll just say this to you, Jim Nance. I sure hope so. After that last drive, that was just Tugin there. Wasn't very well thought out, and they got to change what they're doing on the offensive side.
Got to give that defense a little credit, though, don't you?
Well, yeah, the defense did its job, but man, that was pretty easy.
The Chiefs lined up in the nickel. 2nd down, 4 to go. Murray's taken down at the 25. It's 3rd down coming up. Murray's lined up directly behind the quarterback here.
Now he's going to change the play. And look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Throws the pass. The Raiders get a 1st down. That's his first reception today.
Well, when you play this type of defense where you play cover 3, in other words, you have 3 defenders playing one in the middle, one right, and one left. Well, the weakness of that defense is going to be underneath. So slant patterns, they're pretty easy against this cover 3.
Murray's brought down after picking up only a yard.
Well, the quarterback showed off his arm strength that time, didn't he? He put the football right on the money, on a line, right into the receiver's hands.
2nd down and 9. And Cooper is able to get hold of it. Good yardage picked up on that call.
Well, the quarterback has such great confidence in the receiver. And why not? He's talented, and every time the football's thrown his way, he finds a way to make the catch.
Now 1st and 10. Charging ahead. He's in the clear. The 10. All the way home and all alone. Touchdown. You could tell early he might have a chance to break the record, but Phil, it's still shocking to see him pull it off.
How can you set these kind of records? A single game record for rush yards? It's just incredible to think what these players at all positions now, they're so talented, and this guy at running back, there is nothing he can't do.
The Chiefs are anxious to return the kickoff. Fields the football at the 8. And they bring it down at the 38-yard line. That return's good for about 30. The Chiefs have tried to stretch the field vertically, and they certainly have. Smith's been showing off that cannon he has for an arm.
Yeah, he's got it all, doesn't he? When you watch him throw the football down the field, you can see the arm strength, but the biggest thing is you can see that wonderful touch on the football. He is laying that football in there right on the money.
The Raiders set at the line. Dime package. Chris Johnson takes the handoff. Just a huge gain for him, and that run puts him within 50 yards of the single-game rushing record.
Well, it's been an outstanding day, and it's been fun to watch, to be this physical on the offensive side and see a running back get so close, or you should say 50 yards away from the single-game rushing mark in NFL history. Hey, still a lot of hard work ahead, but I think they can get it done. Arm strength is a nice thing to have when the window of opportunity is very small. Quarterbacks with strong arms can still fire it in there. Nice throw right on target by the QB.
Here's the first snap after the big play. And the give now to Chris Johnson. Mays is going to make the tackle.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Back here, ready to start the second quarter, and a key now is going to be which offense is able to break through first, Phil.
I don't know if these offenses can break through, Jim. I think it's going to, we might end up seeing scoring on the defensive side before we see it on the offensive side. It's been tough sledding for these offensive players.
Hey, quick, instead of resting your starters.
Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
What was the rest of them starters? Quick.
1st and 10. Again, staying with the safe plays. Johnson's got the first as he's brought down. Another carry here, and now he's one good run away from breaking the single-game rushing record.
Well, 15 yards, that's one good run from him. But that would be about 4 runs for me, Jim, or you. But not to be funny here, because it's a great moment. It's been a special day for the running back and the offense, and I hope he breaks the record. Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Coming up to the line at the 13-yard line. Second and 11.
Yeah, more than enough.
Complete to Nix. And Nix tackled down after a gain of 7.
The Chiefs had a nice play designed that time. It pulled the defense, and they get the pass completion for a nice pickup.
Smith's now completed 4 in a row. Smith's got it in the gun. And incomplete as Nix can't hold on.
Nix is going to be so mad at himself for dropping that football, because receivers, you never know when your chance is going to come. And then finally, you get open, they call a play where you're the primary guy. It's right there, and you drop it. Well, don't get down on yourself. Stay up. The football will come your way again.
Setting the tone here early in the second. They take the lead with this field goal.
That was a good job by the offense. They overcame. They had some adversity in that drive, but they still made enough plays to give themselves 3 points and put them on the board.
He's taken down at the 23 and a run back of about 11. Cards not really performed any of his usual heroics to this point. Phil, maybe we'll see something on this drive as he trots back out there.
Yeah, I think what's going to have to happen here, give him some plays that are easy so he can get some completions, get some confidence, and that will carry over to making big plays to get him some scores and maybe find a way to win this game.
And it's incomplete. Just can't hold on that time.
Well, we look at that drop pass right there. You know, one of the biggest cliches ever in sports. Oh, they're going to go right back to this guy to keep his confidence going. Well, I don't know about that. If you drop a pass, sometimes I might want to try somebody else to see if they can catch it when they're over.
Ball is out, and the defense has it. And he's brought to the ground. We're early in the second, but that fumble recovery could be a major momentum changer, allowing this offense to extend its lead.
Absolutely. Let's go out there and get this game rocking, man. So go out there and be aggressive and see if you can get a bigger lead and just put the pressure on the other team.
You got a lineman named Lionel. Good lane.
The Chiefs have driven inside the red zone, and last week they were so effective inside the 20. First down at the 16. Johnson out to the right.
Johnson's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
That's because they're undisciplined.
Looks like a penalty on the defense.
Hey, Zoo, you got to go into that shit we were talking about earlier with the progression, the development. You got to change. They discipline. They undisciplined.
First and goal from the 8. Johnson is going to secure the handoff.
They're playing a better team too, though.
Oh my gosh, it is
Team
the
of
worst
96.
thing you can do on the offensive side. This
Team of
drive
96,
coach is crazy. When you get down near the goal line, you run the football and you lose yards. That's just not being tough enough.
Second and goal from the 9.
He did all the shit I told him to do. I told him to like make some changes, nigga. I told him like get younger, get faster. He did all the shit I told him to do.
We'll find out here in a second.
Nigga, he our division, nigga. I need him to beat y'all.
Takes it from the gun. Looking across the middle. Kansas City takes it across. And Nick, second touchdown of the game. And it looks like their lead will be quite sizable by halftime as long as their defense can hang on to it for the rest of this quarter.
This has been one lopsided game so far here, Jim. And, I'm going to look at the defense. You've got to get out there, show some pride. Somebody's got to make a play to turn this game around.
And he'll start his return. And the tackle is made right around the 32-yard line. The Raiders are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way.
He's salty about that shit.
Led to turnover points, and now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck, that's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You've got to go out there and be much better.
The Raiders snap it at the 41, has his target. That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense. After that penalty, it sets up second down and 10.
It's a big game, though. It's probably like
an extra tight end on the field for this one. Here's the quick toss. Peters is the one who brings.
I hate when a nigga across the field hole and they ain't in the damn place. Like, nigga, you on the other side of the field.
Rushing record has now been reset.
Oh man, what a special moment is right. How exciting for the running back to set a record like this for the team and the organization. Think about his mom and dad and his wife and kids, everybody. Man, what a great moment. Enjoy it.
Carr's back in shotgun formation. Launches it down the field. Going to take it the distance. Going to take it home for the touchdown. And the gap is narrowed to just a few points thanks to that touchdown, with still a lot of time left on the clock before halftime.
Yeah, no, here we are.
Damn, that's a good corner, too.
Midway, and the game looked like it was out of control. That touchdown, now you look up at the scoreboard and you realize it's close, and it's almost like kicking off and starting over.
And a touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20. The Chiefs looking for a repeat of their last drive as they get set for this next one. They got to the end zone on that possession, but of course immediately gave those points right back.
Jim, on the offensive side, everything is clicking. The quarterback's hot. The offensive line's doing an awesome job. Receivers getting open. The running back's running hard. It was fun to watch.
You could tell early he might have a chance to break the record, but Phil, it's still shocking to see him pull it off.
How can you set these kind of records? A single game record for rush yards? It's just incredible to think what these players in all positions now, they're so talented. And this guy at running back, there is nothing he can't do.
He's now over 60 yards rushing on the ground.
Johnson's a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
Bowling.
First down at the 47. Johnson up the middle. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
Definitely that Keekly range.
Always good to have these types of runs. Hey, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to. And also, it opens up so many other things for you.
When you put him back in coverage, I rush him past it every time.
To the fullback. And he's tackled at the 32-yard line. They're able to move the chains after that last run. The Raiders with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. And we've reached the 2-minute warning. All right, and welcome back where we've got an offense on that field that wants to try and increase the lead before we move to halftime. First down at the 32. Pass is intercepted.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Raiders offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. That was a solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, just look at them, Jim. The way they run onto the field, you can see they're exuding confidence. And when you got a confident football team, man, let them go and let them play and see if they can make it happen again.
And here we have second down. The Raiders lined up, bunch formation.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals. Third long situations, a lot of coordinators in this league will run a draw play on third long. Why? Because they're just looking for field position, pick up a few yards, and then by some miracle, if the running back's able to make guys miss, break some tackles, and pick up a first down, man, that's just gravy.
Carr's going to take it from the gun. He'll throw it over the middle. Almost intercepted.
Well, you're down. It's in the first half. You got 4th and long near midfield. This is a no-brainer. I think the coach, don't even think about it. Send that punting team in there, punt the football, and play field position.
That dude running the seam. Yeah.
That punt could not have been better struck. And now the defense has the advantage with the opposition, with their backs to their own end zone. The Raiders defense was in the takeaway business the last time on the field with the interception at the end of a long drive.
That's what happens when you're an aggressive defense. You just go out there, you keep playing hard, you go for it, and when you get a chance to make a play, they got that chance, and they took advantage of it.
But then lost it on the hit.
Johnson's really hit hard that time. And I know the football hit his hands, but when a defender times it perfectly like that, with that much power and speed going into that receiver, you are going to let that football go. That's human nature. Really good job by the defensive player.
Gets about 9 on the play. That's his first reception today. The Raiders are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here.
Well, the drag route that time picked up solid yards. These receivers, sometimes they get a little nervous running these drag routes or these short crossers because they are afraid a defender's going to come out of nowhere and hit them. That's the quarterback's job. See in front of the receiver, lead the guy to the open space.
3rd down and 1.
Oh, no.
It's Johnson with the grab out of the backfield. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down. All set to punt here.
Nah, bro, I can't even let Russell go. I can't even let him go. He just start to destroy that Sterling Drake.
He'll have a chance for a return. And he's brought down right at the 43. We've got a player down, so we'll step aside.
I'm gonna have like a top 5 pick in the draft this year from when the trades on the Patriot trade.
First down at the 43. Catches the ball on the sideline, but does not get both feet down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
The defender able to knock it away.
Well, it doesn't get much worse than this, does it? You're losing a football game. Now you're looking at 3rd and long, and look, there are no miracles in the NFL, I'll tell you that. So be smart. If the play is not there, don't force it. Dump it off and wait for the next time you get it.
3rd and 10. It's intercepted.
You can go. Like this, nigga.
Paulie's probably going to go to the sideline and tell him, hey, I got such a good pair of hands after that interception that I should play some tight end. I don't know about that, but I'll tell you this. He is one good linebacker.
The Chiefs weren't able to get anything out of their last drive and were forced to punt as they take the field here. Do you think they are going to...
He out there looking like Luke Kuechly.
They got a lot of information out there in that short drive, Jim, and you do that by showing different formations and plays.
Luke Kuechly didn't put on black.
Now you counter-react and see if you can get some positive plays.
I'm sure they're tired of being in the 3-and-out business.
Well, that's a bad business to be in. I know. I get in a lot of bad businesses.
1st down and 10.
They ain't really got nothing to play for.
The pass.
That's what it is. They ain't got nothing to play for.
The interception.
Barron's such an impressive athlete. We know he can tackle and stop the run game, but how about that in the pass game? Defending the pass and picking it off.
He threw some terrible passes. Then he was open again.
Now, benefiting from the turnover after giving the ball up themselves just a few minutes earlier.
We're
seeing mistakes starting to accumulate here, Phil, for both teams.
I think, Jim, that's what you call them. You call them mistakes. They are turnovers. They're just giving the football away. There's no excuse for that. Man, they got to tighten things up here in this game.
The Raiders take it from the 23.
That nigga got super hops.
Faria is the target. That's his 3rd catch of the day.
That nigga jumped off a trampoline, nigga.
Completion. Staying with the passing game on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Just couldn't hold on to it after the hit.
Well, the defense has got to love that. They love it when a quarterback is uneasy for whatever reason or just not in rhythm. That time they see him throw off the back foot and the throw goes incomplete. Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
2nd and 10.
See the game where I played Beezy, bro, was like
incomplete.
Well, this is an easy call right now for the offensive coordinator. He knows the situation of the football game, so you give the quarterback a nice, safe play to run right here.
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10.
He out for the year. Reserve.
Could have been intercepted.
Yeah, you got to check out the Cowboys.
Well, the situation like this in the first half.
Hey, then they go on the sideline like I'm Batman.
If it was really short, you think about maybe going for it, but 4th and long, no decision. You got to punt the football away.
Then they go on the sideline like, hey.
No chance to return this one as that punt is headed to the sidelines. The Chiefs bring their offense back onto the field, hoping to get a little something going in this game that has shaped up as a defensive battle partner.
Give this defense a lot of credit. The defensive coordinator, my gosh, does he have a good game plan going so far. He's put his guys in good position, and they are dominating on the field.
And that's going to do it for the 2nd quarter. We'll be back to Kansas City for the start of the 2nd half.
Jamal Charles right there. Jamal Charles, sir.
That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20. The Raiders defense had a rough go of it in the first half, Phil, and let's see what they can do now to start the second half.
Well, they got manhandled. They got beat up. They got pushed around. I mean, let's toughen up and change things around.
The third quarter begins with this play. Johnson's tackled right at the 20. This will be second down.
You saw Jamal Charles was in on that. What's his name? Jamal Charles out there. He's in the game. I think he must have benched me.
To Cumberland. They'll mark him at the 22.
That's what you call a bullet pass. Very little space to throw the football into, but he gets it done. A lot of velocity, right on target.
The Chiefs have a third down coming up. They did a great job a week ago of converting on third down. Alex Smith will take it right from the center. The Chiefs from the 22. Chris Johnson with the catch. The tackle is made, and that's a 3-and-out series for the offense.
Nice job that time by the defense, knowing the situation. Go ahead and let the quarterback complete the pass. Just make sure you come up and make the tackle before the first down. Good job. Fourth down coming up.
Keeps his legs moving. And he's brought down right at the 42. And a run back of about 7. The Chiefs have to be grateful that their defense has been so dominant today, and that's why they're right in the middle of this one.
Yeah, that's why they're in this game so far, Jim. And it's good to see it, too, on the defensive side. But to play this way, to be so dominating and physical, good sign for their defense.
A special moment, Phil, as the single-season rushing record has now been reset.
Oh, man, what a special moment is right. How exciting for the running back to set a record like this for the team and the organization. Think about his mom and dad, his wife and kids, everybody.
My backup running back kept breaking long runs. Every time I started went up.
Plays are not always going to be perfect. Tight coverage, good throw by the quarterback, and a nice job by the receiver. Catching the football, breaking the tackle, and getting down the field for a few extra yards.
The give, out of the eye. Carr's completion percentage, 40% on the day. A special moment, Phil, as the single-season rushing record has now been reset.
Oh, man, what a special moment is right. How exciting for the running back to set a record like this for the team and the organization. Think about his mom and dad and his wife and kids, everybody. Man, what a great moment. Enjoy it.
You can tell early he might have a chance to break the record, but, Phil, it's still shocking to see him pull it off.
How can you set these kind of records? A single game record for rush yards? It's just incredible to think what these players at all positions now, they're so talented. And this guy at running back, there is nothing he can't do.
Bronson's there that time for the tackle.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Gordon's tackled down after a gain of 7.
Raiders coaching staff, they have been smart today. They are keeping everybody off bounds, even me. I thought for sure they would run the football, but no, they come out on first down, they throw it, they pick up solid yards. Good job by them. Good job by the offense getting in the red zone. Now you're down some points. You got to find a way to score a touchdown.
Second down, 3 to go. Out of the eye. Here's the handoff. Cunningham's the one who is down and will step aside for just a moment.
Oh, on that knee.
First and goal. And that'll probably go as a drop.
Got to give this secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass.
Second and goal from the 10-yard line. The Raiders, 6 for the Raiders. Carr's just broken the Manning single-season touchdown pass record with his 56th of the year. The point after is good. Danielle's got an injury update for us. Let's go to her now.
Guys, I just spoke with a Raiders official. Right now, the injury is being called lower body related. And guys, it's serious enough to keep him out of this game. Back to you.
The Raiders defense forced the 3-and-out the last series.
You know what they did? They went out there and whooped the offense. You know what I mean by whoop? That means you just dominate, and they did it.
Halfway through the third quarter. Still powering ahead. Johnson's tackled right at the 20. You could tell early he might have a chance to break the record, but Phil, it's still shocking to see him pull it off.
How can you set these kind of records? A single game record for rush yards? It's just incredible to think what these players at all positions now, they're so talented, and this guy at running back, there is nothing he can't do.
Looking across the middle, and Nix met at the 30. That's his 6th catch of the day, and Nix seemingly caught everything thrown his way today, Phil.
He has caught everything thrown his way, Jim. Listen, this guy has some of the best hands in the NFL.
1st and 10. Chris Johnson takes the handoff. Gains 15. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day. The Chiefs have had a great rushing attack all game, Phil. Johnson's been a consistent force on the ground.
Yeah, he's just a running back who never gives up. And when he runs, it's arms, elbows, everything is moving, and he is one tough running back to tackle.
The Chiefs will take the snap from the 45. Johnson's tackled down. Ends up picking up about 5.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
2nd down and 5. And he's forced to the ground.
Well, that's a sign of a good defense. When you can sack the quarterback, when you're just rushing the defensive lineman, you don't need any tricks, you don't need any blitzes. Man, that's talent.
The Chiefs will look to get to the 45 to pick up a 1st down. The Chiefs have it at the 39.
Yeah.
And it's caught by Nix. We've continued to keep an eye on this, and now he's one good throw away from breaking the single-season pass yards mark.
Yeah, I like his chances. He has thrown so many good passes this year, his career, and here today. Why would he stop now? He's on target. He is sharp. Let it go.
The Chiefs get a 1st down.
The Chiefs look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That 1st down, they're right in this game. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
The Chiefs from the 22. Johnson up the middle. That's a gain of 8.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
The Raiders will come out in the dime. 2nd and 2. Johnson's met after a gain of 8. He's now past the 100-yard mark on the day.
Good job by the offense getting the 1st down in the red zone. Now it becomes tricky. Can you deceive the defense where you get a chance to get a score?
The Chiefs offense has switched sides now and has the football as we begin the 4th quarter. The final quarter begins with this snap. Jansen across the goal line for the touchdown. And they've got an early 4th quarter lead after that touchdown.
Yeah, I know it's early in the 4th quarter, but that is a big deal. When you talk about the 4th quarter, that's when players start looking at the clock and how much time is left in the game. And, of course, that goes without saying. So the coaches.
The Raiders looking for a big return and hoping to find a way to regain the lead. scores 24-21. The Raiders offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last possession ended in a touchdown. Phil, let's see if they can do it again.
Very well done. Loved what I saw out there on the offense the last time. They mixed it up and they showed a lot of confidence. You can see the speed of the football team and try to duplicate what they just did.
That's his 4th catch of the day. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Carr's going to take the snap from the shotgun, getting away from the pressure. Carr's now going to hit the ground in a slide and in the play.
That's a really smart job that time by the quarterback. Pick up all the yards you can, and before you're going to get hit, slide in there like you're going to second base.
2nd and 6. That is the 6th time the offense has been flagged. He is tackled at the 40-yard line.
Holding offense.
Holding.
The defense will take the
Defense
penalty.
or offense?
And after that
Defense,
penalty,
offense.
it's now 2nd down and 16.
Yeah,
Murray's got it. Screenplay.
The Raiders just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense. The quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Should have had it, but the hit knocked it out.
Well, they always say if you get your hands on the football, you got to make the catch. Yeah, right. The guy that made that rule up wasn't getting hit as he was trying to catch the football. Nice hit that time by the defender.
The Raiders now move the chains.
That's a good-ass game.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, quarterback had time and throws it down the field for another completion.
1st and goal. Carr's completion percentage, 50% on the day.
Well, that last play almost got him in here. And when you look at this, what do? Well, you just want to punch it in. There's a lot of different scenarios. You could do a play-action fake, probably get somebody wide open, or have a running back just jump over the top for the touchdown.
Oakland in the end zone. Mason's 2nd touchdown of the game. And they've taken charge of this game now. That touchdown giving them the lead here early in the 4th.
And what you're saying to the other team is, hey, now you have to come to us. You want to win, they have to force the issue. This puts a tremendous positive aspect for the defense going out there on the field.
Macklin's got it. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Raiders defense comes back onto the field. Did not look so good that last series, giving up the touchdown.
Oh, you know the coaches are upset. My gosh, they ran some of the most elementary defenses that you can run, and they had mistakes by the defensive players. So they coached them up on the sidelines. We'll see if we see different results.
Looking long. Hauls it in. What a goal and what a catch. And now we look one more time at the stats, and you see just how amazing this season has been for him, Phil.
Hard to believe, just throwing the football, the record they have just broke. I mean, you would hope to get this many yards if you counted all the rushes and everything else, but to set a single season pass yards mark, what an outstanding.
Intercepted. Running room.
That's right, man.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
Yeah, that's why I took that sack in the game against me and Beasley. Sometimes you try to throw that ball and throw some bullshit.
You knew just by looking at some of the passing numbers on the season that both these quarterbacks would come in ready to play, and they have looked great once again.
These quarterbacks have lived up to the billing before this game. We knew they were hot, throwing it well, and, you know, it just comes down to this. Both of these guys can just flat throw the football, so they're
he would do a pass right on that.
First down at the 40. And here's the toss. And that gains 1. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry. A special moment, Phil, as the single-season rushing record has now been reset.
Oh, man, what a special moment is right. How exciting for the running back to set a record like this for the team and the organization. Think of the quarterback has been hits. What we're seeing is two different philosophies on the offensive side from these teams here today, Jim. And it doesn't matter. All you want to do is just get it done.
Mason's taking the handoff. Going to lose yards here. You could tell early he might have a chance to break the record, but Phil, it's still shocking to see him pull it off.
How can you set these kind of records? A single game record for rush yards? It's just incredible to think what these players at all positions now, they're so talented, and this guy at running back, there is nothing he can't do. The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Can't hold on here as this goes incomplete.
Interesting situation here for the offense. They got a lead here in the second half, but it's 3rd and long, and you always like to say the football is in the hands of the quarterback.
They're now very useful for the have been the one that locked it up.
Jim, it's been a wonderful day by the offense, and on the other side, the defense, oh my gosh, I don't know what to say except that they were just terrible. They never had any answers. They didn't change their strategy. So the coaches, they got to be disappointed in their decisions, and the players, their effort was just awful.
And at the 25, he'll be brought down. That return is good for about 20. The Chiefs just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
Chris Johnson with the reception. That's a gain of 7. And now we look one more time at the stats, and you see just how amazing this season has been for him, Phil.
It's hard to believe, just throwing the football, the record they have just broke. I mean, you would hope to get this many yards if you counted all the rushes and everything else, but to set a single-season pass yards mark, what an outstanding job by this organization. This offense, they've been on fire all year long. What a job.
Gets it out for the completion. That's reception number 2 for him. And now we look one more time at the stats, and you see just how amazing this season has been for him, Phil.
It's hard to believe, just throwing the football, the record they have just broke. I mean, you would hope to get this many yards if you counted all the rushes and everything else, but to set a single-season pass yards mark, what an outstanding job by this organization. This offense, they've been on fire all year long. What a job.
Johnson lined up as the single back. 2nd down and 10. Smith marked down after a gain of 4. This is 3rd down. 2 minutes to go before this one's in the books. We return out of the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter action. Quarters formation here for the defense. Smith by himself in the backfield. The Chiefs have it at the 44. Stands in the pocket. And it's knocked down.
Good play that time by the defender. He read the quarterback, got in position, and knocked that pass away on 3rd down.
Crucial play here. 4th down on the way.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
The Chiefs will go for it here on 4th down and short. Back at the line. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go shotgun here. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one. He's tackled right at the 24. That's his first reception today. And now we look one more time at the stats, and you see just how amazing this season has been for him, Phil.
It's hard to believe, just throwing the football, the record they have just broke. You would hope to get this many yards if you counted all the rushes and everything else. But to set a single season pass yards mark, what an outstanding job by this organization. This offense, they've been on fire all year long. What a job.
The Raiders go with the dime formation here on defense. The Chiefs have it at the 24. Tackle made by Smith that time. You could tell early he might have a chance to break the record, but Phil, it's still shocking to see him pull it off.
How can you set these kind of records? A single game record for rush yards? It's just incredible to think what these players in all positions now, they're so talented, and this guy is running back, there is nothing he can't do.
And now we look one more time at the stats, and you see just how amazing this season has been for him, Phil.
It's hard to believe, just throwing the football, the record they have just broke. You would hope to get this many yards if you counted all the rushes and everything else, but to set a single season pass yards mark, what an outstanding job by this organization. This offense, they've been on fire all year long. What a job.
And now we look one more time at the stats, and you see just how amazing this season has been for him, Phil.
It's hard to believe, just throwing the football, the record they have just broke. You would hope to get this many yards if you counted all the rushes and everything else. But to set a single season pass yards mark, what an outstanding job by this.
All the way home, just in time, a late touchdown. And now we look one more time at the stats, and you see just how amazing. And we're going to have a stoppage here because the booth wants to have a look at this potential touchdown.
He sat down, tied his shoe, got back up.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
The touchdown will stand.
They're going to overturn it.
Hey, I like the play. Really creative thought process there, and the offense caught the defense by surprise.
That's the way you get back into the game, picking up the two-point conversion. And now we look one more time at the stats, and you see just how amazing this season has been for him, Phil.
It's hard to believe, just throwing the football, the record they have just broke. You would hope to get this many yards if you counted all the rushes and everything else, but to set a single season pass.
You got to take 3 timeouts, so you need a first down.
Yards mark. What an outstanding job by this organization. This offense, they've been on fire all year long. What a job.
Phil, this quarterback matchup has been a great one today, as both have put on quite a show.
Yeah, it's been a great matchup between the quarterbacks. And look, I think the league is loaded with really good quarterbacks. I'm tired of hearing people say, oh, the league doesn't have enough guys. Yeah, they do. There are a lot of good ones. Give them time, and they'll show it to you.
Murray's going to take the handoff now. Smith's in on the tackle. The Chiefs will call for the timeout. They need every second to be preserved at this point.
Breaking huddle coming to the line at the 42.
Second down and 5. Handoff made. Now makes the move to the right. He's now averaging 6 yards a carry on the day. A special moment, Phil, as the single-season rushing record has now been reset.
Oh, man, what a special moment is right. How exciting for the running back to set a record like this for the team and the organization. Think about his mom and dad and his wife and kids, everybody. Man, what a great moment. Enjoy it.
The Raiders are going to use one of the 2 timeouts they have remaining. Second down now. The Chiefs defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Gives it to him again. Holly's all over the ball carrier. The Chiefs will stop the clock here with this timeout, needing to preserve time. On the way, third down.
Man, my team's gonna be twice in my time.
Takes the knee. This will be a 38-yard field goal attempt.
BC just gotta stop running the speed 3 pass plays. BC got no creativity whatsoever to his passing game.
An undefeated regular season, Phil, and just how impressive is this?
Well, Tim, I thought years ago it was impossible to do it, but we've seen it a few times here in the last decade. But now the pressure is just going to start, because it's one thing doing it in the regular season, but to do it in the playoffs when you're going to face nothing but good teams, we're going to find out a lot more.
You got me once. You got a couple passes. You gave up a couple passes too much. I'm just
For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nantz saying so long for now.
I'm gonna trade for that new. I started trading off in this motherfucker. Well, this conditioner gets time goes wrong.
Oh, you were struggling. I ain't. Never.
Stupid defense. There's no pick by linebacker. I think it's like a 97. Doesn't happen. Very good. Yeah, play the Chiefs. I hope I'm.
Damn, so you're upside down.
I may almost just got. I'm the reigning Super Bowl. Hey, I can talk shit. That's over there smelling himself. Oh. Like you wouldn't just talking shit about this game. I love you.